unlike the millions of units that the company was expecting and gearing up to sell, how many were bought? 6,000 in the first 6 months. It fell so far short of expectations that Magic Leap was apparently losing tens of millions of dollars per month. 1,000 employees were laid off, and the CEO himself even stepped down. But if you haven't yet got cringe lines permanently baked into your face at this point, then it's time to spill the tea. On Tea. Tea is an app which has all the intentions of a knight in shining armor to enhance women's safety while dating, but with all the execution of a drunk man jousting on a unicycle. It's a women's only app where those women can talk about, can rate, and can share stories about men that they've dated.
Select your agent.
Highlight any red flags for other women who might be about to. You can probably start to see where the questions come in. Because, yes, the premise is to build an entire profile all about these guys, filled with intimate details like how they broke up, what their lesser traits are, anything about them that these women didn't like, without once asking for any kind of permission from the guys. It was creating, in some cases, as you can probably imagine, one of the most invasive forms of defamation, but just without the guys knowing that they'd been defamed. It does feel kind of dystopian that you could rock up to a first date knowing nothing about this person you're seeing, but she knows everything about you. Well, that did not seem to stop this app absolutely exploding in popularity in the US. It shot straight to #1 and hit around 6 million users according to the devs. But people on the internet, being understandably pissed, did what they always do. They took matters into their own hands. The T app was hacked, not once but twice.
Guys.
I mean, you can barely call it.
Hello guys.
Vamos.
Ramos.
Solid work.
Careful mid.
B. Launching smoke.
Yo.
Nice.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted. Ugh.
Vamos.
I don't see so.
Vamos.
Out of charges. Reloaded.
Vamos.
Vamos. Vamos.
Last player standing.
Oh my god, vamos.
TNT. Mammoth.
Mammoth!
Just let them try to catch me.
Tite. Chamber. Tite.
Murat. Murat.
Di atas par. Di atas bini-bini.
Okay, mukha kang...
Ano? Mukhang?
Okay mo pala.
Reloading. Reloading.
Gago B.
One suppressed.
Where you from, Chamber bro? Wala na dyan. Three, careful.
Smoke's down.
Can I have Harry? Bro.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Vamos!
Enti lang pre, enti lang. Mammoth!
See there's that fight without winning.
Chamber. Where are you from, bro? Where you from, brother? Chamber.
Me?
Yeah.
From Dubai.
No.
Hello, Kan?
Launching smoke.
Spike down B.
Holy fuck. NT chamber.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Stay in range of my stim beacon, and we'll mow them down. Smoke's down.
Spampi ah.
Stim beacon here.
Vamos!
Spike planted.
Knife deployed.
Last player standing.
Breach there, breach there.
Because the security of the thing was so damn poor. And all information, including...
Let's ruin their day.
Chamber, drop me, Chamber.
Need a drop. Thanks.
They are so dead.
Smoke's down.
Spike planted.
Landing.
You had your fun. My turn.
Oh, I like it.
I know exactly where you are.
Last player standing.
Teleport's ready.
including IDs and photos from over 70,000 women on the app, and even messages discussing abortions and cheating were all completely exposed. The app is still going, but has just been hit with no less than 10 class action lawsuits from its somewhat understandably peeved users. But the funniest part of this saga is now an entirely new app has been made in response. T on her. It is literally the one-to-one male equivalent.
Kaya mo na i-build yung organisms mo.
Let's go. What's this?
Launching smoke. Holly.
My bad. Only bridge there.
Uli.
Oh, they're coming A. Planting pre, planting. Nice one, Reyna, nice one, bro.
Spike
Nasa
down
mid, Reyna,
A.
nasa mid.
3-3. Heaven is me, bro.
Reloading. Careful here.
Heaven.
Wait lang ako, wait lang ako. Heaven side bro.
There.
Muna. Generator rin na, generator.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Yet! Puta, nag-DC na!
Hindi na nag-easy. Nawala na internet. Putang ina.
Ang inang po mo, Jet! Tara!
Nawalan nga rin.
Nag-DC! Nag-DC.
Putang
Puta ka! Ang nag-DC ang puta!
Putang ina, clutch yung gaga, sorry.
Gago, nasa harapan mo na nga eh. Kinis ka na lang eh.
KO takes him out.
Inumunta nag-DC. Tanda.
Launching smoke. Stim beacon here.
Ang ina ka Jet talaga, lap trip yun
Off
nga.
your feet.
Spike planted.
Bye, Brim.
Last player standing.
Teleport's ready.
Sak.
Everyone's motor functions okay? I know humans get tired.
Sorry.
Smoke's down.
Watch ko mid. I'm gonna watch mid. Oy! Utak ina!
Last player standing.
Puro headshot man mo.
There. Spike planted.
Equivalent of T. And that has now just started leaking user data too. It's almost like there's a moral to the story. Number 4 is so bad. So Builder AI was one of the most promising British startups of like all time. It was a company that promised consumers who had zero coding experience the ability to create their own apps. All you'd have to do was simply
Race to
tell
the
the
spike
AI
site.
agent Natasha what you wanted, and she would just pump out the finished software in a few weeks or even days. And I don't think I need to explain.
Reloading.
I need to get a kill now.
Cypher A.
Your fault.
The hunt begins. I know exactly where.
Spike planted.
Stim beacon down. Open up the sky. Smoke's down.
Okay, ulti.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Huwag na, pre.
Why this was a popular idea. They worked with
Ayun
Virgin,
na yun,
with
naka-score
BBC.
din kahit
They
isa.
even became officially backed by Microsoft.
Thank you.
This company was absolutely soaring with a valuation of $1.5 billion. But it
Alin,
turns out
amoy?
Natasha, in
Oh,
what can
napakalakas
only
mo
be
na.
described as the biggest catfish of the century, was actually over 700 programmers sitting behind a curtain office in India. This truly was the
Akin mid. Kaya to. We got this.
Together.
Brim smoke. Brim smoke.
Launching smoke.
Hey,
Stim beacon down. Launching smoke.
Spike planted.
Molly.
Blank cypher, blank mid.
Last player standing.
Flintstones car of artificial
may sira
intelligence.
yung copy.
Technically, there was some AI at work picking out the best templates to start the app development from. But there's just something so unbelievably awkward about claiming to have developed super intelligence, only for it to actually be 700 underpaid guys locked in a dark room furiously programming in secret. And that might not actually be the worst part. Because after the company was already exposed, a probe was launched into their sales, finding out that Builder AI had actually been claiming to be selling 4 times what they...
Dito.
B.
You had your fun. Spike down. B.
Down.
Reloading.
Shoot. They really were. And that this company already existed before as Engineer AI and had pulled the exact same trick there too. So investors obviously started dropping out like
Spike
flies,
planted.
getting their money back, and without the money, Builder pretty quickly ran dry and declared bankruptcy, and then was investigated by the authorities.
Last player
7
standing.
out of 10. And if they want some financial advice, I've got 700 guys in a closet called Amy they can talk to. How's this for cringe? A
Last
device
round
originally
in the
intended
half.
for child tracking.
Halftime. Don't save a thing.
Okay ka lang, friend. Okay, bro.
Brim, kung may nararamdaman ka,
That then
sabihin mo na.
pivoted to becoming a games console when the company realized that no one wanted a child tracker, whose best-selling game ended up being Sticky Balls. This
seryoso, okay
is
lang yan,
Mondo,
okay lang yan.
and it's honestly one of the
Nangyari
most
rin sa-
legendary cock-ups of all time.
Ibang tao
So the
ito.
year was 2005, the year of the Titan Nintendo DS, but Swedish company Tiger
Launching smoke.
Telematics thought that
Watch mid,
still looks like a child.
Papasukin.
Games, movies, music, messaging. So this is a
beacon here.
0.3 megapixel VGA sensor. It's actually not as bad as that makes it sound. Oh, and then GPS, which is clearly a remnant of the child tracker this thing was originally meant to be. And
Launching
making these
smoke.
sound more like phone features, you'd
Dito,
be
dito,
right.
dito.
The thing also has cellular connectivity, allowing you to browse the web and send SMS.
My ult's ready.
Mid.
Kaya mo yan, Chamber. You got this, bro.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Here.
Sabi main daw, sabi ni Jet. Iniwala kayo?
Wala na, umalis na.
Daw.
Spawn.
Bot frag yan, ha? Bot frag yan.
30 seconds left.
Tambay ako kay Brim, sabihan ko kaya. Sa likod ni Brim, likod!
We got
Nasa-
five. That's bingo.
Nangyayari yan, team. Okay lang yan.
Switching sides.
Pay attention. Might learn something.
Swerte na ito. Tiranan lang.
Reloading.
Ay, liga rito bro. Prim, tara. Yan na magpanggap sa dapak mo. Liga rito, Bri.
Knife deployed.
Still in sight.
Smoke's down.
Bago na mag-pass.
Cutting their way.
Enemy spotted B.
Reload. Spike down B. Last player standing.
Texts with pictures, with even music and movies. And of course, we gotta try it again. I guess you could say it's kind of like Mario Kart, if you know, your cart was one wheel. At least it runs at 60 FPS. That much I'll give it. How many games?
Tanga na.
8 in total, which is already red flag number 1.
No more doubts. We're ready.
Reloading.
$230. And that $230, by the way, was
Reloading.
for the ad-supported tier of this console, which meant that companies were able to use your location
Wait.
thanks to the GPS chip inside, and then
Layo. Dapat pina-JNT mo na lang.
Spike retrieved.
Enemy spotted me. Careful here.
Low Reyna.
Sak.
Low Reyna.
Solid work.
Tara. Walang tao dito.
Smoke's down.
Blocking sight.
Shutting them down.
May bultog ah. Nakuha nyo na?
Naka-chamber na.
Ah, sige. Sheriff dito, pre. Gusto mo? Chamber.
Uy, line
One
up
trip
pa
pre
yan.
ah.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
User survival
May baril
registered.
dito oh.
Congratulations.
Meron na, mas maganda pa dyan.
Snatch up. Reloading.
then target adds to you as you walked near their stores. And so if you then didn't want these companies invasively stalking your children, the thing was
Battlefield
for
chamber, battlefield.
Pony
Chamber.
up, mum. And the marketing was
Clear to engage. Weapons hot.
Wait lang, patagusin niyo ako dito.
Launching smoke.
Suppressor.
Dim beacon down.
Yun, hawa. Sige na.
Throwing charge.
Enemy spotted B. Careful here.
Spike!
Launching smoke.
Spikes down.
absolutely
Spike
ridiculous.
down,
Millions were spent on stunts like a celebrity party in one of London's top hotels. And then Gizmondo's CEO, Stefan Eriksson, even taking part in the famous 24 hours of Le Mans race. Were they expecting either of these to be resonating with children? Just to make things worse, they then delayed the
I have
US
a bundle
release
there, bro.
and announced a widescreen version of the thing before that release, which
On my body,
what
on
a
my body.
fantastic way to make everyone that's already pre-ordered your normal console hate you. But here is where it just gets comical. Reports then started coming out in Swedish newspapers that Stefan Eriksson used to be the leader of a Swedish
One enemy remaining.
Sa...
Last player standing.
Le Mans race thing, a relatively normal part of his personality by you know, he likes to give some video game CEOs silly nicknames and imagine they're kind of mythological figures, like Reggie, the Reginator Fils-Ami. But this is real. Eriksson was literally known as Fat Steve.
Match point.
We got this.
Need a drop.
And the banker in the criminal underworld who can't make this stuff up. He actually served time in prison for car thefts and cocaine and arms deals, which is probably enough for anyone to rethink the GPS track.
Still in sight. Reloading.
Smoke's down.
Careful here. My ult ready. Reloading.
Reloading.
Enemy spotted me.
Smoke's down. Reloading.
Reloading. Here.
Caution here.
Cutting their vision.
Wala akong knife, ha.
I know
Beacon
exactly where you
Uy,
are.
nakaflank na dyan, sniper. Sabit.
Careful.
Spike planted.
Diyan ka lang kayo, diyan ka lang.
Last player standing.
Ayaw ni Brim to, napanood ko na to eh.
Talo na, GG.
Ayan.
One enemy
Enemy
remaining.
down.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
di ba? Oh, di ba?
Mga pre. Lakas yan, pre, lakas.
Tier of the console.
Grabe.
And it starts to make sense why the
Kita na tayo,
Nintendo
Pap.
DS sold
Halimaw ka laban.
150 million units. Sony's PSP
Mga
sold
pre,
Defenders
mga
80
pre,
win.
wala,
million
wala.
units. And this sold
Platinum na laging
just
gold pa, okay lang yan.
25,000, which put the company near $400 million in debt. Gizmondo Europe was liquidated in 2006, and almost like a final kill from the grave, the liquidators couldn't explain where half the money had gone. It had just disappeared without any documentation. But given the literal mafia involvement in the